Hey everybody, my name is Mr. Abe, and today we are going to be making this box mural project. You're going to need this printed template, which you can get online. A couple of other tools that will be helpful today are going to be a pencil for sketching your design, an eraser just in case you need one, a Sharpie or another bold, darker pen so you can outline your design, some scissors ultimately to cut out your design once you're done, some glue or paste or whatever you happen to have that is sticky around your house that you want to use for your project, and of course, colors. I'm going to be using markers today. First thing that you want to do before you do any cutting or anything is to sketch out what you want your design to look like. Today I'm feeling inspired by some of our local nature, and I'm going to be drawing Mount Diablo with like a cool sunset, maybe some fields, and you know, just making some fun nature scene. I'm going to go ahead and use my pencil to sketch out just like a basic outline of what I want to see. Cool. Now, after we've done that, you're going to use your pen to help you outline any shapes here. You can do this in color too, but I think it's nifty to try and use our Sharpie to get this part done. I'm going to fast forward through me coloring this so you don't have to watch me do each step, but it's super helpful to color your design before you cut it out, because then just in case like you color off of the page or like, you know, you get a little into your coloring, you're not going to ruin the edges or anything. You'll have plenty of space to kind of color and not worry about coloring off your page. It was really exciting for me to get the opportunity to make some public art in my city. I'd seen it around in other cities before, so I had a lot of ideas going into this one. I wanted to make it something local like Mount Diablo, and I also wanted to make it something that'd be really eye-catching and memorable for people who lived in the area. Public art is for everyone to enjoy, so I wanted it to be something that people were familiar with but would be excited to see through their daily lives. I knew that this particular area would be really high traffic at some point, so you know, giving people something to nice to look at in their everyday, I think, is a really cool honor, and I was very excited to, you know, put some color in my world. After you've given your work some time to dry, if you used any marker, you're going to grab a nice pair of scissors and you're going to cut out along the outside line of your entire piece. All of that. You want to make sure to keep your flaps, flap 1 and flap 2, on your box as you cut it out. When you're using scissors, be sure to use the very bottom of your scissors and make long cuts in order to make sure that the outside of your box looks nice and crisp. There. We should have our nice clean box ready to go. The next step is going to be to take these dotted lines that you see here, and we're going to be folding all of these dotted lines back. I'm going to start up here with flap number 2. I'm going to hold it right there and then just fold it back so that I have a little angle there. And I'm going to do this to each and every one of these dotted lines. Cool. So now we've folded it, and you can kind of see how it wants to turn into a little box. We're going to need to put some glue or using some tape, depending on what you have, on flap number 1. I'm going to use my glue stick. And just put some glue all over this flap here. Then I'm going to take this and I'm going to match it to my edge. And I'm just going to glue that and then press it with my finger. Press it a little better maybe. That way, after I folded it, it should stand up, be like a little box. And I can start to visualize what my piece would look like if it was all the way intact. The last part, flap number 2, we're gonna add a little bit of glue there. As well. And that's gonna get tucked inside. You can get your hand and reach inside in order to help to glue that piece in there. And with that, we've created our box mural, where we can visualize what our mural will look like wrapped around the entire box from the top all the way to the side.